Hello, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. This is your rune and tarot reading for the eclipse season of spring 2024 or autumn 2024 if you're in the southern hemisphere. And this energy will strongly take place on March 5th or March 25th, excuse me, which is the lunar eclipse in Libra, and then until April 8th, which is the solar eclipse in Aries. Now, we will also feel this energy a month prior and a month after that period. So essentially from February 25th to May 8th, we are in eclipse season and we're already in this energy, which is why I wanted to do this reading for you guys. And if you're unfamiliar, eclipse seasons are a time where a lot of unexpected changes can happen. The divine has their hand in our lives, and definitely some pretty big changes, emotions, everything can come up during this time, which is why I wanted to do this reading. So let's dive into it. The rune that came out for you, Pisces, is Algiz. This is the rune of self-interest, protection, and I have flour all over my hands. Sorry guys, I was just kneading some dough. I was making bread. Ooh, maybe you'll be making some bread, some moolah, some money during this time. Anyways, it's a rune that protects you. I feel like at this time, you're learning how to be more selfish in a positive way, learning how to put yourself first, your wants, your needs. And it's also giving the wisdom, the lesson that when you take really good care of yourself, the people around you are good as well. When you take good care of the relationship that you have with yourself, all of your relationships benefit from this. So that is amazing. It feels like a pretty good time for you, a pretty blessed time for you so far. So let's see what other energies come out. Wow, we have the King of Wands upright, beautiful, feeling in control of your destiny, in control of what's happening in your life. Also, there may be a significant masculine energy for you at this time. Fire sign, most likely, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They don't have to be a fire sign though. This is someone who's very confident, and whenever I think of fire sign energy, I think of like someone who loves going out and initiating plans, you know? This is someone who, they don't necessarily want to just sit in the house with you all the time. I mean, they can get down with that, but they also would be really great at like just wanting to go on like long car rides, road trips, adventures, things like that. So I don't know why that energy is coming forward. The King of Wands represents someone who is a boss, a leader, an entrepreneur, someone who is very much like seeing an overall vision of what they want their life to be, and they can figure out exactly how everyone plays into that vision and the skills that they bring. So I feel like you yourself are taking on this energy of just being a really great leader and protecting yourself, protecting your business, your relationships. And I'm also seeing you like complimenting the people around you a lot. You could be getting people some gifts or just showing ways in which you appreciate them, which is really beautiful. Interesting. Okay, but yeah, there could definitely be a significant male figure. We have the Six of Cups coming out right next to that. Exactly. Happiness. This is friendship. This is business. This is you getting along so beautifully. There's a sense of nostalgia and history here. Whoever this King of Wands is for you, it feels like you've known them for at least a while. I would say at least a couple of years. Okay, and they're coming back around really strongly during this eclipse season, and I feel like you're catching up. You're spending a lot of good quality time together. Old friends may be coming out of the woodwork as well, I feel. The thing is, I feel like you're protecting your own energy. You're filling your own cup. You're focusing on you. And from that, it feels like during this eclipse season, all these people from your past who you don't necessarily have any bad juju with, you know, these are good connections from the past are coming out of the woodwork. I'm receiving messages on Instagram and Facebook, things like that. Text messages, phone calls, people wanting to have deep conversations with you and catch up with you. I don't know why people are really drawn into your energy at this time, Pisces. Oh, sorry, I dropped a card. The card that I dropped was the Page of Wands, and this whole deck is upright, but it came out in reverse, which is really fascinating. I feel like you recently may have been dealing with someone who, again, could have been a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Don't have to be though, but it's almost like they thought they were this King of Wands energy, and they don't have to be a man. They could be any gender. They thought they were this confident, well-traveled, charming, innovative person, but in reality they had like communication issues, consistency issues, commitment issues. So even with their own goals and dreams, it's like they may have really big dreams for themselves. You know, they want to go to school, they want to have their own business, they want to be a successful musician or something, and it's like they don't actually put in the practical work and effort. They're unwilling to put in the work to get there. I feel like you may have left someone like that in the past, and it's almost like all of the good qualities that that person had, the reasons why you enjoyed that connection with them, you are actually finding within someone else. And this someone else may be someone who is getting closer to you at this time. It feels like there is history there. Maybe you weren't super close to this person, but you're getting closer to them as the weeks go on. And this could just be a friend. This could be a romance. You know, it could really be anything. I'm not particularly seeing romance though. It could be, but it doesn't have to be, okay? So I do see you deepening a connection with someone who has all the good qualities that you enjoyed in someone from your past who just wasn't mature. They weren't on your level. It's like the person who you thought they were is showing up in someone else, and it's actually like it this time. This is actually like the King of Wands, okay? So that is really interesting. Whoever this past person is who's being represented by the Page of Wands reverse, they are definitely thinking about you a lot. And in fact, they may actually try coming back in or like messaging you, something like that. Wow, we have the Nine of Wands. So many Wands cards are coming out. Passion, exuberance. There's a lot of responsibility on your shoulder right now. I'm going to be honest with you, there may be higher levels of stress than normal because it feels like there's a lot that you have to take care of, okay? Paying the bills, taking care of your relationships, feeding yourself, exercising, you know, so much stuff, cleaning. There's just a lot. And the Ten of Wands can sometimes speak to having so many responsibilities that it's kind of hard for you to relax and see the bigger picture at times. So yeah, I feel like it's definitely going to be important for you to make some time just to yourself during this eclipse season because it's going to be pretty busy. We have the World card coming out. Wow. You know, I've been picking up on this in other readings recently for the past week. I feel like the earth itself went through some sort of like invisible spiritual portal. And this portal is essentially making the vibration of the earth different. And the people who are with it, they're ready to grow. They are progressive. They treat people with respect and integrity. They work hard. Those are the people who are going to start succeeding in this newer world, okay? The people who do not want to grow or change, they want to stick to the old attitudes and beliefs and you know, believe that the world owes them something. That entitlement, people who are in that world who didn't make the transition, that world is dying, okay? So they're really gonna start going downhill, okay? And the people like you who progressed and you're ready for growth, you're ready for change, you are constantly in a state of like reanalyzing your life and growing, okay, becoming a better version of yourself every day, doing the right thing even when it's not easy, you're going to start seeing a lot of success roll in. And I feel like you, during this eclipse season, you're going to notice the people who won't grow and change with you, their life is going to start falling apart. Like literally, they're going to hit bad luck after bad luck after bad luck. And meanwhile, and here's the thing, that bad luck, it's like devastating for them. You yourself, you may go through your own challenges. I'm not saying that you're not going to go through challenges, okay? But you're handling it, you know? It's challenges that lead to growth. Whereas the people who did not make the transition with you, they have challenges that lead to destruction because they are a part of a world, an old paradigm, an old vibration that is dying right now. And this new vibration of, you know, ascension is where growth and life is happening. And that's where you're at. And so you may have had this person, whoever it may be, Page of Wands reversed, meet you with a lot of resistance during this eclipse season or right before this eclipse season. Okay, I don't know why the phrase reaming out keeps coming up a lot for many different people. They may have reamed you out over text or called you or just had like a little freak out because they feel your energy ascending. Okay, they feel you getting luckier, and you know, the people who ascended with you, are really communicating with you during this eclipse season, reaching out. Like I said, people are coming out of the woodwork who are good for you, who are at your vibration. They can have deep discussions with you on the subjects that you like. You know, they're coming through. This person psychically, energetically picks up the fact that you're in this state of growth, you're connecting with new people, and you're not tolerating the old games, the old ways of communication that you had with this person. And I feel like they can't stop thinking about you, and they may try like sneaking back in, but I feel like it's not even gonna like touch you. It's like they're a Page of Wands reverse. You're the world. Or you are the King of Wands. You know what I mean? One's a page, one is a king. You're not on the same level. Sorry. And you know, I believe we're all equal in this life. Sorry, my phone's on a loud volume because I have an alarm set for the bread I just needed. Anyways, I feel like you're on two different levels. I mean, yes, everyone's equal in this life, but you're at different vibrations, and someone is in high resistance to the change that they were supposed to take with you. I feel like this person was supposed to grow with you. They were supposed to stay by your side because they do feel like a soulmate. There was a soul tie here that you had to cut when you walked through this portal. You had to cut a soul tie off from someone because, you know, you're growing and they're not. So simple as that. All right. Also, I'm seeing more popularity come through for you during this eclipse season, Pisces, with the World card, with the Six of Cups. People may be inviting you over to their house, to their parties, be a part of their wedding, you know, things like that are really coming out right now. I feel like if you have any online social media platform or any type of like audience or fan base or customer base, it is growing at this time. And people are really recognizing the work that you're putting in, which is amazing. Beautiful. And you're ready to start a brand new journey, I feel, as well. This eclipse season may bring you a whole new life start, whole new life situations here, which is really exciting. I feel like there is a sort of like your soul tribe is coming through. We have the Seven of Wands coming out as your last card right underneath that Page of Wands. Exactly. Yeah, you're defending yourself. You're not taking it anymore. That's the thing. Anyone from the past who approached you with a very strong ego, like they were full of themselves and they wanted you to fill their ego up and, you know, be the source of their self-esteem by either putting you down or, you know, only giving you love and attention when you're sitting here like worshiping them and complimenting them. Those relationships are falling out of your life and you stood up for yourself. I feel like you're defending yourself. You're not putting up with it anymore. You're not putting up with any toxicity, nothing. And that energy keeps coming back up because these people who you are leaving behind, they keep clinging on to you because you're great, okay? You're great. And that's the thing about success and popularity. The shadow side of it is that you will get a bunch of weirdos, okay? You will get people who cling on to you, who get obsessed with you, who, you know, they feel so bad about themselves that when they see you glowing, thriving, and succeeding, they're like, oh, well, you know, it's just fake, like they had help or blah, 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 blah. They'll come up with every excuse in the book as to why your success isn't legitimate and well-deserved. Because they're not willing to put in the work to achieve their goals and their dreams. I feel like you had a soul tie with someone and you were supposed to succeed at the same time. It's like you had similar ideas or goals or dreams for yourself. You were supposed to grow and exceed at the same time, but they didn't and you did. So you had to cut that cord because, you know, circumstances came up as well. Like they probably had a really big ego and, you know, got into like some sort of very defensive argument with you and you had to defend yourself and say, you know what, you're not talking to me like that. Like, I'm not dealing with it. Anyways, it's not even important anymore. Who cares? Like they're out of your life. And even if they try coming back, it's like, man, I'm too busy. Like, I'm sorry. I don't got any room here. I'm too busy counting my money. I'm too busy, you know, talking to all my new friends and beautiful connections in my life. I'm too busy planning my goals, my dreams. I don't have time to sit here and defend myself and stroke your ego. I'm sorry. That's the shadow side of success, guys. And that's why when you have success, you need to have like a certain filter for people like that. And you have to understand like the people who judge you so harshly And it's not even like constructive criticism. They're only judging you to stroke their own ego because they're seeing you succeed and they want that, okay? So actually take it as a compliment when people pay a lot of close negative attention to you, because usually they're doing that because they're jealous of you, okay? Okay. And you know, I'm sure some constructive criticism will come in. I'll give you an example. Someone on this channel gave me the constructive criticism to start saying my website at the end of the video, which I always say, slower. And she was literally like, why do you say it so fast? Why do people do that? Like, I can't understand you. I'm like, that is very constructive criticism. Good point. I do say it way too fast. I'm going to slow down. You know, constructive. It helps. It's not constructive when it's coming from a place of just accusing you of this, that, the third, like you need to do this and that. And also, I don't take criticism from people who are not either like direct consumers of my product or whatever I'm offering, who are into what I'm doing. Like, for example, if someone watched my tarot reading and they don't believe in tarot, they don't believe in spirituality, blah, 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 and they're only watching me to disprove everything I'm saying, I'm not going to take their criticism seriously. You guys watching who, you know, love tarot, you love, you know, getting messages from spirit, like I take your criticism seriously as long as they're constructive. When it comes to business advice, like I'm gonna only take business advice from people who have successful businesses. I'm not gonna take business advice from someone who wishes they had a business and never put in the work and didn't do it. You know what I mean? So I don't know, I'm just seeing that energy there, but it feels like there's really cool, awesome people coming into your life, success coming into your life during this eclipse season. But with it, yes, there may be some jealousy, and you know what? Don't even blink twice at that. It happens to all of us who succeed in life. And you know, I do see a former soul tie that you cut off. I also want to clarify, if you did a soul tie cutting ritual, it was successful. This person is still obsessed with you though, so they'll try sneaking back in. But you know, you're moving on, you're moving up, that's fine. And I feel like this is a really good eclipse season for you, so enjoy it. Thank you guys so much. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, especially if any of them fall in the cardinal signs, which is Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn, because those signs will be most affected by this eclipse season. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. And I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.